the evening news. I am Babatunde Fanaokpo. The Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited has reduced the pump prices of premium motor spirit petrol sold at its stations to match that of the Dangote Petroleum Refinery. It was learned that some retail outlets owned by the NNPC adjusted their petrol pump price to 860 naira per litre, the same rate Dangote sells petrol at MRS filling stations in Lagos. Although there is no official communication from the NNPC retail, yet the company's stations in Lagos adjusted their pumps to 860 naira per litre, down from 945. This comes a few days after the Dangote refinery reduced its ex-depot petrol price from 890 naira to 825 naira per litre. NNPC spokesperson Olufemi Shoneye did not answer calls or reply to messages sent to his phone. However, the National Vice President of the Independent Petroleum Marketers Association of Nigeria, Ahmed Fashola, confirmed the development to newsmen. Also, the National President of the Petroleum Products Retail Outlet Owners Association of Nigeria, Billy Gillis Harry, said they reduced the pump price earlier. Recall that the Dangote refinery announced another price cut last week, setting another price regime for the petrol market in Nigeria. The federal government indebtedness to the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited as an exchange rate differential subsidy for the importation of premium motor spirit petrol rose to 7.74 trillion naira as of September last year, when the deregulation of the downstream oil sector was fully implemented. This was disclosed in a presentation by the National Oil Company to the Federation Account Allocation Committee at its February meeting in Abuja, as obtained by newsmen. The fact document also revealed that the government is working out measures to settle the 7.74 trillion naira fuel subsidy debt within a period of 210 days. The claim at the time was listed as exchange rate differential on PMS and other joint venture taxes on products imported by the company between August 2023 to June 2024. An analysis of the document claimed that the exchange rate differential for the period of July to September 2024 was estimated based on the Nigerian Autonomous Foreign Exchange Market rate. In response, the chairman of FAC, Uluwatoyin Maiden, stated that the matter concerned the NNPCL and NUPRC, and the reconciliation by the Alignment Committee was in the process of handling it. She emphasized the importance of noting all relevant issues during the reconciliation to ensure they are properly addressed. Governor Similaye Fubara is set for a showdown with the Martin Amaewhule-led Rivers State House of Assembly as he rejected the 48-hour ultimatum issued by the lawmakers to present the 2025 budget. The governor also dismissed the Assembly's opposition to his directive for outgoing local government chairmen to hand over to heads of local government administration. The latest confrontation comes in the wake of the Supreme Court's ruling, which reinstated the 27 lawmakers loyal to the Minister of Federal Capital Territory, Nyesom Wike. The Apex Court also ordered the seizure of the state allocation and nullified the October 2024 local government poll conducted by the Rivers State Independent Electoral Commission. However, the reinstated lawmakers wasted no time in asserting their authority, insisting that Fubara's budget must be formally presented in line with constitutional provisions. The Assembly then addressed its resolutions to the governor, with copies sent to the Deputy Governor, Professor Ngozi Odu, the State Accountant General, and the RCEC Chairman. Fubara, however, remained defiant, asserting that his administration would not be coerced into actions that contradicted legal interpretations assuring its supporters that governance in the state would continue despite the political turbulence. The National Agency for Food and Drug Administration and Control, NAFDAC, has raised the alarm over the illegal circulation and marketing of a substandard and falsified medical product, the no-weight insulin syringe, in Nigeria. The agency issued the warning in a statement highlighting concerns from the Association of Community Pharmacists of Nigeria about the continued use of outdated 40 IU/ml insulin syringes despite the availability of the standardized 100 IU/ml syringes. NAFDAC further warned that the syringe is no longer registered and its continued use poses a serious risk of dosing errors which could lead to life-threatening complications for diabetic patients. To address the issue, NAFDAC directed all its zonal directors and state coordinators to conduct surveillance and remove substandard and falsified insulin syringes from circulation. It also urged importers, distributors, retailers, healthcare professionals, and caregivers to be vigilant and prevent the importation, distribution, and sale of the product. The Vice-Chancellor of the Federal University of Health Sciences, Ilorin, Professor Olawale Lasisi, has reiterated the resolve of the institution to providing world-class health care education and infrastructure and to train highly qualified health professionals. Professor Lasisi made this known at the third matriculation ceremony of the school held at the permanent site pavilion, where about 1,004 students were admitted out of the 4,000 students that applied for admission. Professor Lasisi noted that this year's matriculation ceremony is unique because it is the first major ceremony to be held at the permanent site of the university and in the newly completed pavilion of the institution. We expressed appreciation to the federal government under the leadership of President Bola Tinubu, the Governing Council, Chief Bisi Akande, the Ilorin community, and other critical stakeholders for their support towards the growth of the school. They implored the parents and students to take advantage of the ongoing opportunities of funding their education through NEL Fund, adding that a total of 330 students have benefited from 88,723,000 naira NEL Fund. On to sports. Federal Polytechnic offer has been given the hosting right for the 22nd edition of the Nigeria Polytechnic Games Nipoga tagged Ijakadi 2024. Speaking with new journalists on the institution's campus, the rector of the Polytechnic, Dr. Kamoru Oluwatoyin, said that Nipoga would commence in the second day of April. The rector, who said that this is the first time the institution is hosting the Nipoga sporting event in its 33 years of establishment, added that the event will take place on both campuses of the institution. Kadiri also said that the Polytechnic would play host to student athletes, male and female, from about 50 polytechnics across the nation, adding that they would compete for medals in such sports events as badminton, basketball, chess, tennis, athletics, football, handball, judo, Scrabble, taekwondo, and volleyball. He said that upgraded sporting facilities and equipment are ready for the sporting competition, as well as ultra-modern multi-purpose sport complex, adding that his vision for the games is to make them different in terms of participation, officiating, sportsmanship, friendship, inclusiveness, and social cohesion. The rector also said that the mandate given to host the Nipoga was to take sport to the grassroots, adding that the tournament is at the heart of the given assignment. And on the foreign scene, the European Union has stated that the rights of women, children, and persons with disabilities are central to sustainable societies, as no society can develop economically, politically, or socially when half of its population is marginalized. It noted that while women represent more than half of Nigeria's population, achieving lasting solutions to issues around women's empowerment can only be achieved if women are at the decision-making table. The EU ambassador to Nigeria and ECOWAS, Goitia McNaught, disclosed this during the second annual conference of Commissioners of State Ministries of Women Affairs in commemoration of this year's International Women's Day. McNaught further stated that for Nigeria, being the largest democracy in Africa, women's inclusion is crucial to the progress of women on the continent and beyond. She called for effort to reflect on ways to advance improved protection, access to justice, and representation of women and vulnerable groups at all levels. And with that, we've come to the end of the evening news on Osbc TV. Join us at 7 for the major report. Good evening.